Hi folks, please say hi to my latest project named How Much that I designed as a prototype to test the machine learning model to draw meaningful conclusions from a user's cursor movements. In addition, it allows users to compare purchasing power in different countries, including, of course, Turkey. And to store cursor movement data, I used MongoDB, and the project was created in Nextjs. Because the idea of this project is to shed light on purchasing power and cursor movement trends of users, I included this highlight effect that follows the cursor, as you can see on the screen. I expect this effect to get users to concentrate on the page movements. And this text up here, it has been created by artificial intelligence to depict currencies and purchasing power. Basically on the page on top we have the items whose relative prices are compared, and down below here we have the purchasing power in each country. For the comparison, the reference point is minimum wage in these countries. As you can see in each holder, we see the minimum wage for that specific country. And I use this flexible slider that makes responsive design a piece of cake. So it's really easy to have responsive design with this slider. So let's see what happens here. For example, in terms of purchasing power for oil, minimum wage buys 222 liters of oil in Serbia. It buys 350 liters of oil in Bulgaria and 415 liters of oil in Turkey. In more advanced economies, for example Germany, minimum wage can buy almost 1,000 liters of oil. So let's see the case for iPhone 14. Let's start from the beginning. For iPhone, in Serbia, we need 3.4 minimum wage to buy iPhone 14. In Turkey, we need 3.4 minimum wage to buy an iPhone 14. But in Spain, we need 0.9 minimum wage, or in Austria, we need 0.6 minimum wage to buy an iPhone 14, or in Germany we need 0.63 minimum wage to buy an iPhone. So this is basically the idea, but this is not the main purpose of the project. Now that we made the idea clear, we can see the route for cursor movement results. Since I visited the page again and again, you will see a bunch of scribbles after each one of these scribbles visualizing the cursor footprint of an individual user. Cursor data is saved once the user leaves the page. So we will just close this tab, we left the page, and the cursor data is now sent. Now let's navigate to / mapping. This is the route for where the magic happens actually. So let's go to / mapping, retrieving data from database. So here you see, for the sake of testing, I have made so many random movements, but so we see a hell of a lot of lines here. But let's do something else. We have a bit of clean space down here, right? Let's go back and leave some cursor prints here. Supposing the user spent quite some time on this part of the page. So we leave the page, we go back to our main route, and let's say we just make some random moves here, pretending the user is doing some clicks or some hover here. So we leave some cursor mark here. Yep, now we are supposed to have new marks there, so I will just go to / mapping, retrieving the data. Once we left the page, the new cursor data has been sent to the database. So now we're retrieving the data back from the database. I have a poor internet connection, so it's giving me some problems. Yep, we have it. We have new prints here. This is just for testing purposes, of course. I hope to create a machine learning model on this data that I visualized here and apply this model to a deployed website that receives a considerable amount of user traffic. Since I don't have multiple users and enough data, I will just create the prototype. Hope you liked the idea. See you in the next presentation.